And we're back, Utah, and we have another local business owner joining us. We have Tiffany from Inkling Scents. She's just launched a new line last year that's getting a lot of press. We've actually heard about her from word of mouth because so many people are talking about her, and we needed to get her booked on before she got too busy to get on. So thanks for joining us. How are you?
My pleasure. I'm excited to be here.
Great. So you've got a lot of press, blogs, magazine, TV. You were just introduced in the He Said magazine. How are people finding out about you?
Well, I kind of think word of mouth. I'm trying to do what I can online and, getting the word out on Facebook and Pinterest and everything.
Right.
But word of mouth, we did Good Things Utah recently, and I know that's gotten me out a little bit more.
Great.
So.
Excellent. And for being so new, because you just launched last October, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of press. And there's a reason, because she is absolutely fabulous. Her products are hot commodities. They're off the shelf. So we'll talk a little bit more about that as we get into it. But I wanted to mention that you started out kind of as a family business and kind of sister team.
Yeah.
And a lot of people would just be punching each other's lights out if they were working with their family. So how did that start with your sister? And then how did you go about taking that on yourself as an entrepreneur?
Well, yeah, my sister and I were different creatures because we are best friends. It's not like the stereotypical families that quabble. We are best friends.
That's great.
We love to spend time together and create, and she's very artistic. And so she helped me build up the product design. And it just we went from coast to coast finding different pieces of our product and put it together. And then her family demands got too big and she's had to take a step back. So I've just taken it on from there. And
gone with it.
Yeah, every once in a while she'll come and consult with me and help me with something. But
so as an entrepreneur, because we like to talk a little bit and give about entrepreneurship and locals and give a little bit back to the community on tips and advice and all of that, what are some of the biggest stressors that you run into as a business owner?
Well, it's a lot of work. I wear 20 hats every day.
Absolutely.
So that's to be expected, though. I think you have to be prepared if you're going to go into something like this to just work your head off.
And you're doing a good job of it, obviously, because people are talking about you. So what is your favorite product?
Oh, you're not going to do that to me.
Okay, what is your biggest request then? What is your biggest request?
Well, I don't know. The roll-ons are my biggest seller. They're the easiest. You can throw them in a purse. They're just really easy. I think, oh boy, this is one of my top women's sellers. This is Tigress. It has Indonesian.
Can I put some on?
Yeah, totally.
I didn't wear any perfume today, so I could
ready.
go out smelling really cool and awesome because I knew how close it was going to be.
It's got Indonesian patchouli in it, tiger orchid. What's interesting to me is how many consumers are educated and they want to know what's in them. And that's what's especially wonderful about this line is that it's 100% oil. There's no alcohol, no synthetics, no additives. So I've tested this on, I don't know, dozens and dozens of people who say, I can't do that because I have allergies, I have sensitivities, I can't wear that. And they try it and they end up going, wow, I'm not having my headache.
Right, this is for me.
They're not having the reaction. It's because there's no alcohol. And because there's no alcohol, it lasts way longer. I have people tell me all the time that they'll wake up the next day and they're still smelling
and it's lingering. I would imagine if it's on the pulse points where you're emitting heat that it would actually help because of the essential oils and those pure oils, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And is that how you direct people? I mean, do you give a little bit of background on your website?
Oh yeah, yeah, on the website and in person whenever I see them, but yeah.
Very cool. So my favorite scents are like bergamot and tobacco and cedar and all of that. And I know those seem like a really weird combination, but I mean, it's popular, right?
I got you covered right there. That's my men's
what I
line.
mean.
But
I know, I kind of like a man, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, they're really fun, and they just last so long.
Oh, that one's nice. That one's really nice.
I've got light and fruity, and I've got smooth vanilla. I've got the men's. There's just such a wide range. I actually have 22 scents total.
Really? Okay. So, do you think that this type of product, more natural, is making a comeback in the industry?
Oh, it's huge comeback. In fact, in Europe, it's primarily going oil cosmetics now.
Oh, nice.
Because people are health conscious, and what you put on your skin, you're taking in your body. Just because you're not eating it doesn't mean you're not ingesting it. So it's taking over in Europe, and it's starting to to hit the U.S.
Well, I love it. So we've got a little bit of your favorites. And another cool thing is you've got gift certificates. So Father's Day is coming up. You have a men's line, you have a unisex line. So that's super cool. So tell me about that.
Yeah, these are neat. The gift certificates, there were a bunch for Mother's Day. People loved them because it's kind of, it's a little bit worrisome picking a scent for someone else. So the gift certificates have samples. So you can go through, you give it to the person, they can go through, try it out, find the one that they like, and then inside there's a code that they redeem online to get a full-sized one. So
very nice. And I imagine that lasts really long because you don't have to use a lot, right? So the price points are great because I mean, just for using a little bit, it's going to last a really, really long time. So that's nice.
Mainstream perfumes are 90% alcohol. When you buy a bottle of perfume, you're buying alcohol. So when you spray it, it's on you for a few minutes, then it evaporates and it's gone.
Very cool.
So these will last.
Very nice.
We've got these other bottles.
I know, this is awesome. Okay, so again, Father's Day, anybody? Hint, hint. I mean, you got husbands, we all got fathers, everything. So it's cool that you do it this way. Why did you decide to put it in this type of packaging?
Well, they're larger. It appeals to men, I think. They're just so cool. They're just styling. They're 2
they're
ounces.
pretty cool.
They're actually 6 times the volume of this roll-on, so that's a ton. That's going to last for a long time. But the inkwells are kind of my flagship.
Tell me about that.
These are like old-fashioned inkwells. You know how they used it. And
so obviously this is more for the women.
Yeah.
And then are you going to apply it with this?
This is the applicator. It's glass tipped, and you dip it in, and then you can apply.
That's
if you have
that's pretty sexy. I don't know if you can handle it. Men also. Ladies always need a gift, so don't forget about that. But that is a hot bottle. So
well, they're actually, I've been contacted to be in a magazine shoot. They're doing a Marie Antoinette spread, so very
beautiful.
Yes.
See, you're getting lots of attention. Congratulations on that. So I'm glad that we got to have you come on before you get too busy again. Where do you source all of these very pure, very nice scents?
Well, we try to source as much locally as we can. We get a lot from Utah County and just we've got vendors all over the U.S., but we try to stay as local as we can.
Okay, very nice, and that's why we have you here. So it seems like to me, which I thought was really interesting when I was reading about you, that a lot of your scents are created kind of with a specific person in mind, like because they're so specific. Does that ever come into play? Like a memory or something like that?
We've had lots of requests for personalized scents, and we will test them on people, and we'll tweak and modify, but
that's pretty cool. Yeah. So if you were going to do something for me, what would my scent be?
Ooh, you know what yours would be? Oh, I'll tell you right now. This one. This is actually a unisex, and it is this deep, musky, wonderful, it's called Boost.
That's nice, too.
I named it that because I said if a couple buys it together, they'll boost it from each other.
That's pretty cool. Very nice.
So we're online, and we're in some local stores. We're in Q Clothing downtown, Matagogo, Healing Mountain Massage. We're in Queen Bee in Ogden.
Okay. Great.
And
then, of course, obviously online at inklingsense.com. So we do have our Get Real moment that we always like to do here, and that's all about entrepreneurs. So tell me, this is your Get Real time. What is the one thing that you would tell startups or entrepreneurs who want to start a business?
Don't sit back and wait for people to find you. They won't. It's too big out there. You've got to get out there. You've got to get over your fear and go knock doors and send emails and make phone calls and just keep plugging away and don't give up hope. And
great. Well, thanks for sharing your time with us. High fives. Hit bump. Thanks for joining us. Go ahead and check her out online. Send her an email. Let her know you saw her here. Let her know you're interested in what she's doing. Order some gifts. Get those testers out there. And she also has a distributor program. So if you want to throw some parties, host some parties, and do it yourself, contact her. Let her know. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great day.